Overwatch 2 is a game that's best enjoyed with good company, but if you want to find success in competitive, you better make sure you and all your queue partners have strong synergy between you and you know what you're playing for to find the most wins. So today we're going to be talking about some duo synergies that you can take into Season 3 that I think will help you climb the ladder. We'll be talking about specific hero picks that cover every possible role combination that you and your duo partner might be taking into comp. And don't forget, if you or your duo partner are looking for more resources to improve your game, then head right over to GameLeap. Over there, you'll find hundreds of guides made by our top level coaches, with more being added every single week. These cover everything from the basics to in-depth hero, matchup, and map knowledge. And for this month only, you can use the code on screen when you sign up to get 50% off your membership. It's basically buy one get one free, so you and your duo can sign up together. So if you need some help ranking up this season, or maybe your duo partner does, don't worry, I won't tell them you said anything, then click the link below to get your membership started today. Alright, let's kick things off by talking about tank and DPS synergy. And my first combo here is going to be Wrecking Ball and Tracer, what I'm going to call Dive in 2023. There are a lot of different possible dive combinations when it comes to tank and DPS. There's Winston, Doomfist, Genji, Sombra, all these different heroes, but I think Ball and Tracer have the most synergy out of all of them and are right now the strongest duo pick for dive win conditions. One of the things that makes this combination so consistent is that neither one of these characters, Ball or Tracer, need to rely on each other or on any other teammates for personal safety. They can get aggressive on their own, and they can usually disengage on their own as well. This allows a lot of flexibility in their playstyles. They can play together, trying to finish off targets, they can play separate and still be safe. Whatever they're looking for, it's very easy to play the game they want to play. But of course, there's more to the game than just staying alive. So when you're getting aggressive, look to combine Wrecking Ball's Pile Driver with just a one clip from Tracer to help you burn down those targets. The knock-up effect of Pile Driver makes it very easy for Tracer to track those targets in midair, and combining the damage of these two heroes can usually finish off a squishy target unless they've got some big defensive cooldowns to use. But if dive isn't really your style, or it isn't well suited to the map you're playing on, you might want to try Orisa and Junkrat together, a combination I'll call just frontline domination. With these two heroes together, you should be able to bully out pretty much any other hero combination in the game out of the frontline. And I don't even mean just by putting out damage, although you do a lot of that of course. But with all the safety that both Orisa and Junkrat can afford themselves with their positioning and defensive cooldowns, and all of the disruption that they can cause with javelin throws or concussion mines, you will be able to outlast, disrupt, and push anyone out of the way that challenges you. And while not the strongest, Junk even has some mobility in his kit, with his concussion mines boosting him around the map so that he can contest off-angle flank routes or important high grounds that Orisa can't quite reach. Although for the most part, you'll probably want to be stacking together and pushing through the front lines when you can. Alright, let's move on to tank and support synergies. And my first combo here, I'm going to call the Rectangle Squad, a combination of Reinhardt and Baptiste. The reason this combo works is that it allows Reinhardt to play pretty much as aggressive as he wants to whenever possible. Baptiste puts out some of the highest healing numbers in the game, which is great for supporting a really aggressive frontliner like Reinhardt. Keeps them up, keeps them swinging their hammer, and allows you to play more aggressive more often to create more space or just to finish off kills. And because Baptiste can put out damage numbers that rival even DPS heroes, you're not only benefiting from moving aggressively to heal your Rein, but also to find damage opportunities and maybe close out some kills yourself. And of course, we have to talk about the rectangles. Reinhardt's shield is great for buying time for Baptiste to heal him up or just to get some damage in, and Baptiste's Amplification Matrix's ultimate is a great combo with Reinhardt's Fire Strike, since it will now do 200 damage when it gets amplified, meaning it will one-shot most squishy heroes. Another tank and support combo that works somewhat similarly to Rein and Bap would be Junker Queen and Ana, a combo that I'll call the Anti-Healing Healing Club. This is similar to our previous combo in that all the healing output that Ana provides can allow Junker Queen to play much more aggressively, but it goes beyond that as well. A big part of this combo is that Junker Queen makes for an excellent target for Ana's ultimate, the Nano Boost. The damage boost is really nice for Junker Queen because it allows her to finish off targets more consistently, but more important than that are the defensive functions of Nano Boost, the burst healing and the damage reduction. These will make Junker Queen much tankier and allow her to chase kills she normally wouldn't be able to find and make for a better teamfight overall. And of course, we've got anti-healing on anti-healing on anti-healing with these two characters together. This is such a powerful effect in Overwatch and can usually help you secure kills very quickly. Just keep your eyes peeled for Kiriko Suzu's or Zarya bubbles that will cleanse the anti-healing effects. And if you're playing against those types of abilities, try to use Ana's Biotic Grenade to bait them out and then go for the kill with Junker Queen's Rampage. Don't stack them all up at once, layer them one after another so that they can't respond to everything. Okay, moving on, let's talk about DPS and support synergy. And my first combo here is the Super Soldier combo, Soldier and Mercy together. Soldier got some buffs recently that turned turned his gun into a laser beam. This thing has basically no recoil now, allowing his damage to be much more consistent and more of those shots to be finding heads. Couple this with a Mercy Pocket, who's able to damage boost all of the bullets flying out of Soldier's rifle, and you've got a very oppressive combo on your hands. This might not be as flashy as pocketing some other DPS who can find one-shots, like someone like Sojourn for example, but the damage that Soldier puts out from very safe ranges with the damage boost is so consistent that it makes it such a problem for enemy teams to deal with. Look to roam together on the flank or moving around on high grounds with Soldier's sprint and keeping up with him with Mercy's mobility. Using these spaces makes Soldier impossible to keep up with, and if anyone challenges you to a duel, that Mercy Pocket means you'll usually win out. The next DPS support combo here is too much of a classic to not include in this video, and that's the combination of Genji and Ana for the Nano Blade combo. In the right hands, there is simply no stronger ultimate combo than these two together. A smart Genji player will be able to make a Nano Blade combo work in almost any situation, but when the situation is perfect, you'll be looking at team wipe material even against the strongest enemy teams. And these two characters do have some synergy outside of their ultimates as well. The anti-healing from Ana's Biotic Grenade can lead to easy dash kill setups for Genji, and Ana's precision healing from her scoped in shots makes it easy for her to keep up with all of Genji's mobility as long as he's smart enough to maintain LOS. Alright, next up, let's talk about DPS duo synergy. So if you're both playing DPS, there's so many possible combinations here, there's no chance I could list anywhere close to all the different playstyles you could line up, but my go-to classic for finding strong synergy is to just combine any flanking hero with any anchor hero. So when I say flanker, I'm talking about characters with high mobility that can get into a team fight very easily, like Tracers, Genjis, Sombras, or even Reapers. And when I talk about anchors, I'm talking more backline members with more range damage like Soldiers, Cassidys, Hanzos, or Ashes. You can play any combination of these types of heroes, but if you have one flanker and one anchor, there's a lot of strong synergies you can line up. The keys here are that flankers can control more areas of the map with their mobility, and anchors can provide more damage from stable sightlines from those safe positions in the backline. These are very different playstyles, but there are two very common ways that they'll synergize with each other. The first is that flankers can look to push enemy members into more controlled sightlines. Even if you're not finishing the kill, if you force someone off of a high ground or make them run into your anchor sightlines, then that's much easier to find damage for your other DPS partner. And on the other side of things, any burst damage that your anchors find can help set up kill opportunities for your flankers. Maybe you burn through some important cooldowns, or maybe just get someone below half HP, your flanker's mobility can help them finish the kill in those situations. In either of these cases, the synergy comes from one DPS partner setting up a kill opportunity for the other. So when you're playing into this playstyle, make sure that you have strong communication between the two of you so that you can sync up your focus and finish off those kills together. But if you're here looking for some more specific hero suggestions as your DPS duo, you might want to try out Double Sniper, which is any combination of Widowmaker, Hanzo, Sojourn, and we'll even throw in Ashe as a sniper as well. What these snipers offer that other long-range DPS don't is near instant kill potential, so you don't need a long amount of time to finish off your targets. You only need one shot, one opportunity, so don't let it slip. When trying to synergize these types of heroes together, you want to set up crossfire angles whenever possible, which means you don't want to be positioned together, and there's no need to hold hands with these heroes. You want to be positioned separately so that you can each threaten unique areas, and that any resources like shields that they put in your face only blocks one of you instead of both of you. When playing this way, even if one of you gets pressured out, the other one should still be free firing, and because we're playing snipers, any free shots could be lethal to the enemy team. So as long as you are staying safe when getting pressured out, which you should hopefully be able to do thanks to your long range, then even if you find yourself getting pushed out of position, it likely means that your DPS partner is getting a lot of damage off. Alright, and moving into our final combination of roles, we've got the support duo synergies. I do want to make a note here just to say that if you are queuing into duo queue and you are both playing support, this is probably the hardest combination of roles to pull off to hard carry those difficult games. You won't be as in control as if you had a tank or DPS as part of your queue stack. I'm not saying this to dissuade you from queuing up with your favorite support duo, but just to be realistic with our expectations here. These duo synergies are not designed to take over a game, but just to synergize well with each other and find general success. And with that in mind, my first combo here I'm calling Greed is Good, and that's a combination of Brigitte and Zenyatta, two of the greediest supports you could pick in Overwatch 2. Now the reason I call these supports greedy is that this duo offers some of the lowest healing output out of any possible support combination in the game, but they do offer a lot of damage, especially from Zenyatta. So the synergy here comes from the stability that Brigitte offers, creating enough space for Zenyatta to play aggressively, basically like a backline DPS instead of a support. So look to use all of Brigitte's disruption and her shield to make that space safe for Zen to work and get aggressive, and with Discord Orb available, even the high HP tanks will be shredded in no time. Just keep in mind that because of your low healing output, you'll likely only be able to thrive in compositions that don't require a lot of healing, and that typically means with high mobility characters. Characters like Doom, Wrecking Ball, Tracers, Genjis don't require as much constant healing as some slower members that find themselves in the front line more often. My next support combo I'm calling Heroes Never Die, but it actually doesn't include Mercy. Instead, it's going to be Baptiste and Kiriko together. Putting both Kiriko's Suzu and Baptiste Immortality field together on the same team means you have tools to react to pretty much any situation, including enemy ultimates, without even using an ultimate yourself. Just keep in mind that you don't want to burn all your cooldowns all at the same time, so make sure you're talking with each other and assigning specific cooldowns for specific situations. What are you going to use when Ana hits you with a biotic grenade, or when Genji pulls out his blade? Have those cooldowns lined up before they happen so that you know how to react appropriately. And even outside of those very important kit-defining abilities, these characters do have a lot of synergy elsewhere. Both of these characters offer a strong amount of damage output in addition to all their healing and utility, so they'll be able to take control of more fights and get aggressive more often. And because of Baptiste's strong output from range and because of Kiriko's mobility together, you can kind of treat this as an anchor and flanker DPS duo. You can get aggressive with Kiriko on the flank or on high grounds while Baptiste holds down the main angle and keeps everyone else on the team healthy. Whatever roles, heroes, or duo partners you find yourself playing with, I hope these synergies in this video help give you an idea of how to best combine your strengths and play more towards a common win condition. Just keep in mind that Overwatch is a very complicated game. There are so many different types of synergies and playstyles that you can explore when playing. So what didn't we talk about? What did we miss in this video? Let us know down in the comments what your favorite duo synergies are, or what types of combos you like to play for in game. In any case, that's it from me today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you're looking for more tips and tricks for Overwatch 2, go check out the GameLeap website, where we've got hundreds of guides for Overwatch 2 as well as plenty of other games. The guides on GameLeap will go more in depth than the average stuff you find on YouTube and include stuff like role and hero courses, step-by-step map and ability guides, and everything in between. Go check it out and start your membership today.